Oh my goodness. Let's cut to the chase. Welcome to my channel and thanks for clicking on another video to watch. This video, I want it to be like way casual than I have been in my many other videos, and I want to just kind of talk to you guys and introduce myself of who I am. Yes, I am in my pajamas. We're gonna do my makeup and I'm just gonna introduce myself. First of all, when I started my YouTube videos, I was like very loud and very like in everybody's face. But now I think as I'm turning older, I just kind of want to calm down and just be this, like who I am, and like show you guys the non-performative side of me, where it's just like me, not bubbly, not energetic, just me. Let's get started with why I have an accent and where I came from. I am Armenian, but I was born in Iran. Because of the genocide in 1915 in Armenia, Armenians are kind of now scattered all around the world. Germany, Canada, Iran. You can find Armenians everywhere pretty much. First, I moved to Austria when I was 11, and then we stayed there for a year. And then once I got to America, I was 12 years old, which was such a weird time because I understood everything, but at the same time it's like I wasn't an adult. I moved here and I live with my mom, dad, and my brother, who is 9 years younger than me. I love him so much. We've had so many memories together, and he's at that age right now where I just kind of need to let him be, and then we will, you know, reunite in a couple years when he's off of his teenage years. I am totally a control freak. Everything needs to be neat, everything needs to be right. And my brother is totally opposite. He's very chill, doesn't really need to like do anything with his life. Like when I was in high school, I was in the dance team. I would go to college, I wanted to do everything and be a star student, even though I was always like, you know, the 3.5 something sort of a student. I wasn't ever a 4.0. You know, I was still very active and very like out there with my activities, but he is very different. He's so chill. He is like the chillest dude I think I've ever met in my life, and I think that's really helpful because he helps me to just be a little bit more calm and more grounded. Other than that, I think he has the biggest heart, just like me. I think a lot of people don't know the value of America, especially people who are born here. Like straight up, you guys, not sugar coated. I think America is an amazing place to live from an immigrant's point of view. Of course, I'm a citizen now and I'm considered an American, but I'm also a citizen of Iran. Living there was very difficult, and it's still difficult nowadays. So I think if you were like complaining about America, just take a tour and live outside of the United States for at least 2 months, and you will understand the luxury that you have in America. My life has been always dance. When I was in high school, I was in the dance team, and I was also in ELD through my freshman and sophomore year. And then I had my mom sign a paper where it's like, oh, she doesn't need to be in ELD anymore because her English is good. And I came out of ELD. I tried to go in the volleyball team and I got rejected. And then I did the tryouts for the dance team, and of course I got in. I think I'm a hard worker. I'm on time and I'm disciplined, and I think that's all that matters to be successful in the business, because then the discipline and the hard work gets you to the person, the role, the dancer that you need to be for a certain gig or a certain job. I was in the dance team, and I used to have an ex where we dated, and then he was in the football team. Iconic Armenian couple everybody knew about, and like we were dating, we shared lockers, which was I think crazy because I met him and I was like, wait, you don't have a locker? And he was like, no. So then I was like, you know what, we're gonna share. So like the top part was his and I think the bottom was mine, or like we separated somehow. And that's how he asked me to prom. Like he put flowers. Oh, that's cute. Okay, yeah. So, and then for some reason there were rumors around the school that I said no to him for prom. I don't know where that all like came from, but I was like, no, I said yes and we're going to prom together. During high school, I would also go to college because I did a jump start at college at GCC. And I don't know how I did all of this, but going to high school, I was going to college, and I was teaching at a studio as well. So I was on crack, you guys. Like, now when I look back, it's like it makes sense why I was always stressed and I always had a headache. I think maybe my life is interesting to you guys because I lived in Iran and then moved to Austria, Vienna, and then came to America, and then now I'm just like here. And I don't want to go anywhere else. I don't ever want to move out of the United States, you guys. I would maybe go like explore outside, but I don't ever want to live outside of the United States. My biggest role model is my dad. I just have so many emotions for him because he worked his butt off to come to United States and bring us as well. His dream was to come to America and he finally like made it happen at the age of like 40 something. I believe that you really find your true self and true meaning of who you are when you're like 40 and 50. So when I'm lost nowadays, I'm just like, hey, it's okay. Like, gonna happen. You're gonna find it. You're gonna understand what it is that you are meant to do on this earth. No matter what, I always remind myself like what he has been through for me to be able to make it to where I'm at right now. My parents have never been strict on me, and I wish that they did, because I did things that I shouldn't have done when I was little. They've always trusted me. Neither me or my brother are ever troublemakers. So I feel like when parents are strict is because they know their kids are troublemakers. A lot of people think I'm like super motivated and super have it together all the time, which is true, but also I'm a person who never shows when I am like struggling. I usually don't care if somebody smokes or drinks around me unless they are my person. If they're my best friend, I'm gonna take care of them. If they're my boyfriend, I'm probably like, hey, like, please watch it a little bit. So I definitely want a person who probably doesn't smoke at all, and I want a person who probably drinks but not as much. I have been lectured for hours and hours from my dad about drinking and smoking. I followed those lectures, as you guys can see. I have never been drunk. When I tell this to people, everybody's like, oh my god, you've never been drunk. No, I have never been drunk. I don't think I'm ever gonna get drunk, but never say never, right? For who I am as of now, I don't want to drink, I don't want to smoke. And smoking I will never do. That I will tell you 100%. The vapes that you guys are just kind of messing around with like it's nothing, that's gonna backfire you guys so bad. With that said, every man I've met in my life, I've tried to be a good influence on them, and I've always been like, please eat right, please work out, please don't smoke, please don't drink. And they have always backfired me with saying, you're so controlative, and I'm like, yeah, okay. If miracles are a thing, I'm looking for a person who doesn't smoke or drink or vape. So as soon as you take the vape out in front of me, I'm just like, no matter how hot you are, we're done. Like, I'm like, yeah, no. I would be like, yeah, I'm looking for a person who's this and this and this, and then I would literally choose a guy who would not do any of the things that I've mentioned, and then I would get mad at him of why he's not doing the things that I've mentioned. Why did you pick those people and then you've asked them to be someone else when they weren't? If you see a person and you're like, I'm gonna change them for somebody better, sure, you can help them to be more positive and better in certain things in their life. But if a person wants to smoke, they're gonna smoke. If they want to drink, they're gonna drink. So just an FYI for the girls out there looking for a person who doesn't smoke, doesn't drink. I'm with you, you're not alone in this. And if you have never smoked or drank, stay that way. Because like there's nothing, yeah, there's literally nothing out there in terms of like, you're not missing in anything. You're protecting your health, and that's all that matters. What's my type? I definitely want a guy who looks good both with a beard and without a beard. My type is definitely a guy with a beard. A lot of people, when they meet me, they think I'm like this feminist person who's like against guys and men and this and that, but I'm actually not. I'm like super chill in that aspect. I don't know what idea you guys have in terms of like people who are feminist or whatever, or just women who literally speak up about our rights. I just want a guy who I can make a life with, and make a life with, like make a baby. You know, that's not what I meant. Like, well, obviously I want kids. I just want a person who I can survive life with. I don't think there should ever be, and I will never put this in me, I will never put this negative energy of men versus women, because I am who I am and I'm gonna achieve whatever I want to, and I'm gonna do what I want to, and the rest of it will fall into place. There's no this whole like gender, like men do this, women do this. It's just whatever happens. Do I still want flowers? Hell yeah, I still want flowers. I still want somebody to open my door. I still want to be in my good feminine energy and mindset. But at the same time, I'm gonna make things happen for myself. I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna achieve my goals. You know, either that's next to a person or not, you know? I can read and write in Persian and Armenian. I finished my 5th grade in Iran and we moved to America, so I can read and write in Armenian and Persian. So I'm super proud of that. I love that, and I don't ever want to forget. I think one of the hardest guy breakups I've ever had to kind of let go was when I left Iran and I left my first crush. Cried more for my first childhood crush than I have ever cried in any other relationship or in any other breakups, because that thing hurt. Like that hurt, because I literally left him in another country and I came here. We used to do like play dates, because obviously we were like 10 years old, and I would ask my mom, I would be like, Mom, what should I wear? What should I wear to this? And she was like, why? You're just going to play like in the dirt. I think she kind of figured out that I had a little crush on him. If he moves here, which I'm crossing my hands, I would definitely want to see him, and I would definitely want to like give it a chance to see where it's gonna go, because like you never forget your first childhood crushes. I don't ever want to meet my person on a dating website. Like I don't want to go to my kid and be like, I met your dad on a dating website. I want to have a good story, like one of those stories where it's like, oh, I was like here and then he showed up, he gave me his number, and then we never talked again, but randomly on a Tuesday we saw each other at Starbucks, and like, you know, like something like that, where it's like so random and so by luck and by like life's kind of doing, or God's doing, whatever you believe in, energy. My dream job is to tour around with a famous American singer, and I say American because I've already am kind of with an Armenian well-known singer, so I would want to be with an American singer and kind of experience that. I don't have a specific artist in mind, but I definitely want to be with a reasonable artist, like an artist who's made a big difference. I have so many other goals in life that I want to achieve that part of me is like, wait, are you gonna have time for all of this? We'll see. But there's a lot that I want to achieve. Maybe going back to school. I ended up quitting my chiropractor's job because I booked a tour with Joya Kazi. If you guys know Joya Kazi, she's amazing, and her company's name is Joya Kazi Entertainment, and we toured around East Coast and we did Indian dance. So if you haven't seen those vlogs, you can go check them out because it's so much fun, and I've made a playlist about it. I realized if I wanted to go on tour and do so much more with dance, then I cannot have a regular, how do you talk and do this? Cannot have a regular job because I'm gonna be traveling around. I think 2023 has been super good to me. The start of it, like I had LASIK surgery, I went on tour, I started dancing with Mayan. There's just a lot of things that I've done. I started training so much more. Okay, you guys, trying to check out my own makeup. So obviously, as you guys can tell in my videos, I have more intense makeup on just because I'm a performer. So if you want to do like makeup to go out, probably don't follow my method of what I'm doing, but honestly, I'm not mad about it. I definitely need to get my eyebrows done next week, which I am on Tuesday. I'm so happy. That's about it. That's about all the kind of get to know me that I have. If you guys have any questions, put them down below and I will obviously answer them. I will answer your comments. But other than that, I hope this video was a little bit more helpful for you guys to get to know me. I definitely want to be on YouTube. I want to make so many videos, and I want to continue showing my life to you guys, the behind the scenes of my dance world. I will see you guys in the next video. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe and watch more videos. Please subscribe. Thank you.